If you read a lot of self-help books and watch a lot of mental health content on social media, but don't actually apply any of the information you learn from them, you're sort of like the mental health version of someone who saves a bunch of recipes but never cooks. Information in and of itself doesn't really provide any inherent value in a person's mental health or self-development journey. The information that you have is only as valuable as your ability or your willingness to apply it. It is really easy to just consume a lot of content and learn a lot of interesting and potentially helpful things, and then trick yourself into thinking that you are working on yourself and that you are making progress. But if that knowledge just sits in your head and you know what to do or you know what would help, but you don't actually put any of that into practice in your life, you're really just tricking yourself into thinking you're doing meaningful work when you're actually staying stuck. So what I encourage people to do when they find themselves in this situation, which is very common, and I'm sorry for randomly calling you out on whatever day this happens to be, is to pick one thing, one of the 100 things that you've come across in your journey that you know would help you, and try to implement that one thing into your life in a very stepwise approach. Maybe you know that physical activity helps with mental health, and currently you're pretty sedentary most days. So maybe you start going for a 5-minute walk or a 10-minute walk, and you do that until it becomes easy. And then you gradually increase the difficulty, increment by increment, until you're where you want to be. Then you work on something else, and you just keep going.